right, Libra or Libra cross watcher. I am sweating. I turned the air off and I started sweating. I've written so much today. I usually write. I'm a writer. I write a lot. But today I've written so much. Like my wrist is hurting. It's like actually hurting. I feel like, whew, man. Something with y'all's hand or your arm or your wrist. I don't know. Anyway, I couldn't even finish because my hand started hurting so bad. I have more to say, so hopefully I don't forget it. But I wrote down different scenarios for Libras or Libra crosswatcher. You can also reverse this if you need to. It could even be somebody somehow connected to you and they're experiencing this with another. But let's just go ahead and get into it. Hopefully I don't forget the rest of it. I just couldn't write anymore, guys. Like, I was like, damn, my hands. Woo! Okay, and I'm freaking sweating. So I heard something before I started writing. I heard, gotta keep going, must keep going. It was like somebody here who's like, somebody works a whole hell of a lot. Like a whole lot. I think the majority of us are in that state right now where we're just like working a whole lot, or we know we have to. You got to put food on the table, you have to make money, you got to pay bills, things like that. I mean, most of us have to do that. But this is someone who, whether it's you or another, who works so much and gets really exhausted. So a lot of you, this is definitely going to be reversed, but not for everybody. So I'm going to read it how I wrote it. But remember, you can reverse it. No matter what, you want something to work, okay? Or no matter what, the person that you're with wants something to work. So the first scenario I'm going to talk about, well, I'm going to talk about 3 different scenarios, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is going to be for those who are in relationships. So whether it's you in a relationship with someone or someone connected to you in a relationship with another, take that into consideration. We're not talking singles yet. Hopefully I don't forget, and I'll put that at the end, but that's what I couldn't write because my freaking hand hurts. Here we go. So scenario 1. For those in this scenario, you may feel like you're doing everything in the relationship to provide a comfortable environment, make everyone safe, and feel happy. You work hard, not just to pay the bills, but to make your partner happy. You may feel tons of responsibility and you're not complaining about it, but you're human. And it's not always easy. You may feel like you're living just to pay the bills and work, and then come home and do more work. You may feel romance has left the connection and quality time. Even alone time with your partner may be scarce. Like, you don't get a lot of time with your person if you're in a relationship right now because you're having to work. Maybe it's because, bills, period, but like maybe you have children and so that's more expense, and pets and that's more expense, or maybe the home y'all have is expensive, or the vehicles, and then insurance and phones and utilities and this and that and the whole 9 yards, and then taxes. It's just like a lot, you know. Somebody's really overwhelmed, and what would make it better for you, again, reverse if you need to, is when you get home you feel like you have your spouse or your partner, your fiance, your girlfriend, your boyfriend that you're coming home to, and you guys get that time, or you make that time no matter how busy y'all are, and that they seem happy when you're there, you know what I'm saying? But if that doesn't happen, that can make it even harder to even want to get up and go to work and do all this, because it's like, what am I doing all this for? You may feel as if all you're able to focus on is your obligations, because how else can you support the relationship or the family you have together as much as you'd like to? If you don't do that, you know, you'd also really like to spend a lot of time with your person, but you're not really given that. You're not able to do that, really. Maybe when you get home you're tired too, you just want to rest, but then there's shit to do around the house, you know, so that makes it 10 times more. It's like very little time for our relationship, things like that. You want your relationship to work and you really want to make them happy, but you often feel a distance in them. Maybe that your person is cold at times, or even distracted. Possibly they're on their phone a lot, or always wanting to watch their shows or be with their friends, or they're tired, you know, because, and I'm not saying they're not, we don't know. This person may also work too, just as hard, or they work in the home, which is also work, and so they're tired. So this is a really strained relationship. Ultimately, the bond that you once created together seems to have cracks, and you're doing everything you can to show up for your lover and your family. So that's the first scenario. The second relationship scenario is some of you feel the same as the first, but that you yourself are growing tired of doing everything for someone you feel does not appreciate it. Whether they do or not, that's how you might feel. You may even be wanting more intimacy and attention and feel your partner puts you off all the time. Like some of you in this scenario, the first part applies for sure, but you may actually feel like almost stuck with someone, and that they know you won't leave or something like that, and that they intentionally withhold intimacy or what they know you want. And it's like, I'm just doing everything, but that can make you, I'm not saying make you want to cheat, but it can make you kind of be like, okay, I'm not, like, what else is out there? Or I don't know, because I feel that in this one where someone's like, I don't feel appreciated at home for anything I'm doing. I know I'm not perfect. I mean, this is definitely a person who's like not saying they're perfect and they want any reward or award for working so hard. And they're not saying the other person's not working hard. They're just saying, I want my relationship. That's what I want. And I don't, my partner, I feel like I'm just kind of their, I don't want to use that word. I feel like I'm just their, I don't know, their caretaker or something. Like I just do everything. So the third scenario is you may be the partner who feels disconnected from the love due to them being out working all the time, and you may feel trapped in the connection due to your own obligations. Maybe it's other things, maybe it's children, I don't know. So if you're the partner yourself, whether you have a job too, or you work from home, or your job is a stay-at-home parent, that's still a full-time job. That is a full-time job. You may be the one who feels disconnected from your partner. Maybe you're like, I want my independence, or I'm not happy, something like that, okay? I think you're appreciative for this one. If you are the partner here, you are appreciative of how hard somebody works, but the connection is really strained, and you may feel like even better sometimes when they're not there because it's gotten to that place. Maybe it's been this way for so long now where it's like, I almost have less stress when they're around. I'm just happier, you know, I'm thankful for what they do, and I'm happy when things get taken care of. And I know I don't have to worry about bills and all that, and we can buy food, but ultimately the connection between us is really not, it's not where it used to be. So there's that. Now, that's where I quit writing. For those of you who are single, there could be a person here, vice versa, who really, really, really wants you or wants you back, okay? But they may feel like they need to step it up. Perhaps they got, I don't know, maybe they're just not where they want to be in life, or maybe they feel like you're at a certain point in your life where you're established and you work very hard, so they want to match that energy, which is totally understandable. And I mean, I commend that. Like, they don't want to come towards you or come back towards you if, let's say, you're working and they're not working. You know, they don't want you to look at them, new person or past, as if they have nothing to offer you. So you could have someone here who's stressing about that. Like, if I don't show you that I'm coming with something solid and reliable, then you're not going to want me back, or you're not going to want me, period, if it's someone new. You won't be interested in me, and I want to provide you with that security. It's like somebody here wants you, and they want you to feel secure with them, that they could be the man, or I want to be the man that wakes up next to you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 500 miles. Da, 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 da. I've channeled that before. Well, that song could go for the whole damn message. Somebody here wants to like show someone like, you can rely on me. I want to take care of you. I want to provide a home for you, a family for us, or whatever. Security. I want to give you security. I want to make you happy. That's all I really care about. I want to keep the family together that I have. I want a happy family. I want my happy family back. Or I want to have a family with you, and I want to show you that I'm able to provide that. I feel everything here. I feel people in relationships, many different scenarios there like we covered. I feel singles who have an ex that wants back in but they don't want to come in with nothing, or a new person who wants to come in but they don't want to come in with nothing. It's like, I want you to know when you think of me, or I want you to feel like or think of when you think of me being a person that you can count on. I want to be a person that you can count on, maybe even this time. Or I want to be a person that you can still count on. I don't want you to worry. I don't want you to stress. I don't want you to be the one doing everything and I'm not able to do anything. I strongly feel like this is a masculine, or if this is you, this could be you. I strongly feel that. And the reason I do is because it's kind of embedded in their DNA to want to be the, now they're not the only ones, women have this too, but to be the provider and the strength, and you know, at least that's the type of men I grew up around. My dad, brothers, I mean, I've seen it. It's just where, and you got to commend a man like that, or a masculine energy like that, because they don't make those type of men much anymore. They really don't. But the ones that are like that are like, I want you to be able to be happy. This would be someone who totally believes in happy wife, happy life. I'm not saying whether or not that's a true thing. I'm just saying this will be someone who believes that. Like, I want my woman or my feminine to be happy. I want them to not have to stress. And if there's a man here or a masculine who feels like they're doing everything and their feminine is still not happy, that's going to really fuck them up. Because it's like, okay, I'm doing all the things that, it may even, if that's happening for the relationship portion, there could be a masculine who inwardly it goes through their mind like, there are other women that would appreciate what I do for you when you're not appreciating it at all. Whether or not their partner does or not, maybe their partner really doesn't, and it's just gotten comfortable and takes advantage, or just is like, well, they're not going to leave me, or I've got them right where I want them, or whatever. But then some, that's not the case. Some, they do appreciate it. It's just either they're also busy at home or in their own job, or the partner's not happy. I don't know. Wow. I hope I translated this well. It's a lot. It's like a whole freaking lot. In a single situation, straight up, I mean, it's somebody, maybe if there was two people here before and it's like an ex situation, if there's anyone at all considering reconciling, they could be thinking, I really didn't show it for you in the connection before, and I know you well enough to know that if I don't come in with something promising now to show you that, one, I'm different, and two, you don't have to worry. You're not gonna give me another chance or another shot or something. Which should, I mean, I don't know, maybe someone's changed, or the fact that they're really applying themselves now and trying, that shows something, you know. It just, do you feel the same? Vice versa. In other scenarios, it's a new person here who is the same way. It's just not someone wanting you back, but it's someone wanting you, period. And they may know, somehow they know, maybe you just put it out there, you've let it be known. Either how hard you work and they see that and they're like, well, I can't come in like this if this person's working that hard. Or they just, it's instilled in them. It's built in their DNA to be a provider and to handle business and to show a partner that they can really take care of them. They have nothing to worry about. That's really important to someone here, which thank God. You just don't see that a lot anymore, you know? So I'm going to leave it there. I think I got it. I think I got everything we needed for whoever this message is for. So yeah, thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.